I cheated a little bit. I had to, you guys. Hi guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new around here. My name is May, also known as Mrs. Leva, and we definitely talk way too much about handbags on this channel, but I definitely like to dabble a little bit into fashion and put out some travel vlogs from time to time. So if you're into that type of content, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Now that we got that out of the way, let's dive into the second part of my fall winter handbag picks series. I already posted up the first part, which is my 7 picks of designer or luxury end handbags under $2,500 that I would recommend for the fall and winter season. And today I wanted to share with you guys my 7 picks of contemporary brand handbags within the $500 price mark. I know, $500, right? It's crazy because I feel like as more and more time goes by, it is so difficult to find good quality pieces for a reasonable price. Not everybody likes to be crazy like the majority of us and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on handbags. And to be completely honest, you totally do not have to. So I did some research and I wanted to share with you 7 picks that I was able to find. They are all from different handbag brands, but I cheated a little bit. I had to, you guys, because this one was too good to pass up. So I do have an honorable mention, which I will get into, and it is a little bit over budget. So if you have a little bit more money to spare, then I would definitely recommend going for this pick. Now, before we dive into my first pick, look out for part number 3, which is going to be these 7 handbags that I will be choosing for my personal collection that I will be gravitating to during the fall and winter season of 2023. I think number 1 will come at no surprise if you have been watching my channel for a little bit, but we had to start off with a bang, and that is going to be from Poen. My recommendation in particular is the number 10 or numero 10. I think this bag is absolutely stunning. The number 10 is just such a cool, chic silhouette. I've talked about her before in other videos that I have done. However, it is also a super versatile and practical handbag. That is something that I will be focusing on while I share my recommendations. I definitely wanted to bring out and point out handbags that are functional to use on the daily, not these cute little tiny bags like this one, which can only really hold a card holder and a couple of lipsticks. Now back to the number 10, and another reason why I chose this particular style is it does have the versatility to switch out the length of the strap, allowing you to completely transform the bag into a shoulder bag. I feel like the shoulder bag is super in at the moment. The east-west sort of baguette style bags also, you know, just throwing them over your shoulder or carrying them in the crook of your arm, and I am totally here for it, you guys. I've definitely been trying to be good and not add this piece, but I think she needs to be incorporated into my collection very, very soon. I also love the fact that you can wear her crossbody. I am obsessed with Poen's leather. I have mentioned it time and time again, but they definitely compete with the higher end brands that cost over $2,000. So if you are looking for a very well made and unique style sort of handbag, most of Poen handbags currently fall under the $500 price mark, and I honestly feel like you can do no wrong with any of the styles that you go for. Now pick number 2 is coming from Stradbary, and I actually wanted to share with you because I just recently found this out about the brand, but they actually hand make their pieces, which is mind-blowing because again, this choice that I'm going to share is under $500. And it is unfortunate they do have a lot of sales from time to time, which I personally feel like when brands have sales, it kind of diminishes the value or the quality of this specific brand. Like, let me know if I'm the only one, but let's say I see Michael Kors release a new handbag and I love it, and I think to myself, you know what, I'm gonna wait it off because I know that in 2 or 3 months they're gonna have a sale and this bag is probably gonna be 50% off. And to be honest with you, I feel like they are doing themselves a disjustice because a brand that is handcrafting their pieces and selling them already for such a reasonable price, in my opinion, should not have to feel the need to lower their prices even more. Like, if they feel that their handbags are worth the $200 to begin with, then just price it at that and then stay strong with what you feel is the quality that you're putting out there. So let's put that little rant aside and get back to the point of this video. But Stradbary definitely has some beautiful handbags to choose from. In particular, the one that I wanted to mention in this video is the Lana Osset, and it It is in the oat and chocolate color combination. Chocolate is another, or brown for that matter, is another color that is super in. I feel like it's always an in color for the fall season specifically. I honestly think that the oat and chocolate mixture is a really great combination, and in a way sort of like a pop that you can use for your outfit. If you're going with a very neutral sort of outfit, or even just a white button down, a pair of jeans and some ballerina flats, you can add this handbag to sort of add that little oomph to your outfit. So I'm here for it. The bucket bag is another shape that is super in at the moment. I think it's very comfortable also. You guys know I love a good top handle on my handbags, and this one offers a top handle and a removable strap as well. Moving on to pick number 3 from the 7 fall and winter handbags that I recommend under $500, and that is going to be from Coach. It is the Coach Tabby in the size 26 in this stunning burnt orange color. I love this sort of color. Actually, that's the color kind of that I have on my nails at the moment, and I feel like it's very appropriate for the season. It also pairs really nicely with the tones of the season as well. However, for this particular style, I wanted to point out that if you do have a little bit more funds and you can splurge a little bit more, they have a braided one that is beautiful. It has that sort of braided effect throughout the flap and on the strap of the handbag, and the whole cowboy inspired theme is super in at the moment. I particularly cannot pull off that look. If you can, major congratulations. But this bag in particular, I feel like the braiding is subtle enough for you to be able to incorporate it, even if you just like wearing a pair of loafers, or even to go with a pair of pumps for that matter. I do feel like this little braiding detail is very simple, but at the same time, it adds a little something to the handbag. And you guys, this cognac color, I mean, you know that I'm all about a good cognac color handbag, and this one absolutely checks off all the boxes for me. All right, pick number 4 is one that blows my mind, the price that I was able to find this piece, and it is from Michael Kors. They have both a small and a large option, and they are currently both under $200 if I'm not mistaken. They're already on sale, and then the website I think is currently running an additional 20% off. So I'll make sure to have all these handbags linked down below for you guys. But we go back to what I initially was mentioning to you guys. I don't know about you, but I previously owned a lot of Michael Kors handbags. For the most part, my mom took over them, or I sold some off as I started growing my collection and as I started dabbling my feet into other brands. But Michael Kors leather is one of those leathers that it's really up there. Their Saffiano leather is honestly, I think, indestructible, and then their more like soft pebbled leather is really supple and very, very delicious. The Avril is in that sort of like soft, supple leather, and I love this style and this silhouette of handbag in particular. I think it's very chic and very classic. It's very easy to wear for the day, especially if you go for the larger size and you need to carry a little bit more. But the smaller size can also be worn during the day and then transitioned into nighttime. You have a top handle, you have a crossbody strap which is adjustable and removable, and they do have a few good neutral colors to add into a collection that can last you for years. So I think that this is going to be the top pick from these 7 that I'm recommending, because not only are you getting incredible leather, but you're getting it at under $200, which is pretty much unheard of nowadays. All right, let's get into another contemporary brand, which I absolutely also really enjoy their silhouettes and their styles. I did own one many years ago, but sold it off because the style of the handbag just really didn't suit my lifestyle at the moment. But that is none other than Tory Birch, and this is their Mini Kira chain wallet. I know a ton of people rave about their walks or their wallet on chains from different fashion houses, so I wanted to find one to be able to incorporate into this list. For me in particular, a walk is definitely more of a night bag, but I know people that enjoy taking these types of bags like when they go on trips, or even during the day when they don't have to carry a lot of things, like if they're going on a lunch date or if they're going out shopping or running errands. It's a very compact little purse that just holds their bare minimum: cell phones, a couple of cards, a lipstick, and a lip gloss for that matter. And they go about their day perfectly fine. So I definitely wanted to point this one out, because not only do you definitely have the chain on it for you to be able to wear over your shoulder and take it into a more elegant setting due to the chain, but you also have a top handle, which I haven't seen a lot of wallet on chains offer a top handle. I personally, again, love a good top handle. Sorry for being repetitive, but I really do feel like it adds that extra touch to a handbag and that extra versatility that we want to be able to incorporate it in different occasions. All right, now we're getting to the last 2 picks from this 7 picks of handbags that I would recommend for the fall and winter season. And before you head off, let me know down below which are the picks that you would go for if you had to choose any for the fall and winter season that are not currently in your collection. I want to hear about what handbags you're sort of eyeing at the moment, and any contemporary brand that I didn't mention in this video, let me know in the comment section down below. So let's get into that honorable mention at the moment, and that is going to be from Aspino of London. As I said, she is a little bit over budget, but you guys, she is so good. It is their mini London tote in this braided leather. Take a moment, take it in, and let me know your thoughts. Isn't it stunning? I am so into anything braided at the moment. You guys know I have raved and talked your ears off about Naghetti. I think that the brand in general is an amazing brand. They are also handmade, and in my opinion, at a very reasonable price point. However, the material of those handbags is a neoprene material, so sort of like a fabric. Here you're going for an all leather handbag, and it is 620 USD. Still very reasonable in my opinion for the type of handbag that you are getting. Offers a top handle. It does have a middle compartment with a zipper for a little bit more security, since it is mostly an open style tote sort of handbag. The braiding leather throughout this bag is stunning. I wish I had a physical boutique that I can go ahead and visit and get a better feel for. I know Minx Minnie here on YouTube and on Instagram raves about all of her handbags from Aspino of London. So I'm definitely gonna have to do a little bit more research, get on their website, look at all of their handbags a little bit more, and potentially add one in my collection, not only to try out the leather, but also to be able to give you guys a full, thorough review about it. But this one is one that I definitely wanted to add into this fall and winter handbags pick sort of list. Now for pick number 6, I did want to mention a handbag from the brand Zazan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the bag that I did want to mention is their Mila. It is extremely similar to the Celine box bag for a fraction of the price, you guys. It is an all leather handbag as well, and you do have various sizes to choose from, as well as different colors and different textures of leather. The one that I'm sharing with you today is in this beautiful cognac color, just because I feel like this is the perfect color for the fall and winter season. It definitely pairs really nicely with all the fall and winter tones. And this style of bag in particular is not one that I gravitate to, just because, as I said, I definitely like to have a top handle on my handbags. But if you are into this sort of style of crossbody bag that's definitely very fuss-free, lays on your body really nicely, then I think that this is a great option. And just like Poen, I could not do a contemporary handbag sort of video without including Longchamp. So the last pick for this handbag recommendation video for the fall and winter season is the Longchamp City Tote in the size medium or large. They both fall under the $500 category. Guys, this new tote that they have released, I feel like it doesn't get as much recognition as it should. It is sort of like in a textured leather, but it's not a pebbled leather. It definitely reminds me more of like a Saffiano type of leather. It's very durable from what I have felt while I have seen her in the boutiques. And the color selection, I feel, is perfection for the fall season. The one that I wanted to mention in particular is in the color plum. Again, diving into the color of the season, and that is the red tones. Now, I also wanted to add a tote into this list because I feel like a tote is a great bag that everybody should own in a collection. Whether you gravitate to it on the daily or whether you have specific occasions that you definitely feel like a tote is the bag to grab, I think that every collection deserves to have a good tote in it. And I love the Longchamp Pliage line in their nylon material. But if you want it to be a little bit extra or have just a little bit of a nicer tote in your collection, this is a great option. You definitely can fit a 13-inch laptop in their medium size, and you can fit a bigger laptop in the larger size. So it is also a great work bag or office bag if you needed to take a laptop into the office. I think that the Longchamp tote line in general is just fantastic. The fact that they came out with a very reasonable priced leather option, I feel like, I mean, thank you Longchamp. You definitely thought of your consumer, and we totally appreciate that. And again, the color selection of these is just so perfect for the fall and winter season. All right guys, so that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my 7 picks from contemporary brands. As I said, if I didn't mention a specific brand that you ultimately love, let me know in the comment section down below. I will have part number 1 linked at the end of this video for you guys to check out next. And remember that part number 3 is coming in just a couple of days. As always, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to watch today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.